The noose around Smolensk is tightening. Soviet forces are suffering enormous losses as Axis encirclements close around them. But despite the mounting casualties, pockets of fierce Soviet resistance continue to challenge the German advance. Welcome back to Steel and Strategy where tactics matter. Today we're continuing our Smolensk 41 play by email campaign against my longtime opponent Ashcloud. German forces are closing in from multiple directions, cutting off Soviet formations and inflicting devastating losses. But the battle is far from over. Wherever they can, Soviet forces are digging in and fighting desperately to slow the Axis advance. Can the Germans finally close the trap around Smolensk? Or can Soviet resistance keep the escape routes open? Let's get to the action. Okay, and away we go again. So we are now turn 6 of 25. Okay, artillery is falling on my defend. Well, actually, it's an air attack on my attackers in the southern suburbs of Smolensk. Looks like, yeah, okay. Shooting down a few. My 88 flak is shooting down several aircraft. Excellent. Wow. Okay. He's moving some more defenders into the northern suburbs of Smolensk. Looks like he's really packing them in there. Again, as I mentioned in a previous video, my strategy is going to be to encircle Smolensk, cut him off, isolate him, and then defeat him in detail. Wow, he is moving a whole bunch of units into Smolensk. Hmm. Left some cavalry units in travel mode. And my northern forces are not that far away from Smolensk. Oh, looks like some artillery units are moving towards Smolensk as well. What is going on down here? Hmm. I really don't think he's going to force a Dnieper River crossing there. That bridging unit has just been sitting there for turn after turn. But I'm going to have to keep my motorcycle unit there in overwatch position, just keep an eye on things. Okay, well, it looks like he's continuing to move his Soviet defensive line south. Again, that's good because that's the direction I want to go as well. I've got at least 3 encirclements here. Hopefully I can reduce all 3 this turn. And hopefully over here, I can punch a hole through here and start driving south. Because Smolensk is right there. And you saw how quickly some of my motorized units can travel unimpeded. Because I believe we do have normal ground conditions this turn as well. And then over here, I've got to continue expanding this river bridgehead here. And hopefully, it'd be really nice if my engineer can throw a bridge over the Dnieper there. Oh, look, he's bringing more artillery units. Um, well, oh, actually, he's retreating them. That's what he's doing. He's retreating them southeast along that major highway. I bet you these units traveling south were the ones that were up over in this area that I had to worry about, attacking my rear area in my flank there. So I guess I see where they are now. Okay. And then over here, it's going to be interesting. They are disrupted and isolated. Well, actually, where are they? Over here. It'll be interesting to see what happens over here. He's trying to break through my units that have encircled this motorized detachment. So we'll see what happens this turn as well. He's got some more units motoring down that highway as well. Oh, looks like air interdiction got a few of his men in travel mode there. Okay, he's attacking my ant. Oh, look at this. Little armored cars disappearing down here. Whee, look at him go. Okay. Mm. Boy, he's desperately trying to break out of that encirclement. Oh, he doesn't like my motorcycle unit in Overwatch there. Looks like some artillery is falling in the southern suburbs of Smolensk. Oops. He got a disruption on one of my units there. Oh, he's attacking these units over here. They're trying to force a crossing. And he doesn't like my units there that are expanding my river bridgehead as well. All right, well, looks like dusk is approaching in our game. So it's a dusk turn. Reinforcements have arrived. Looking at my Axis command report, that's always good. Air units are available. That's great. Aha. Bridge units. Looky down here. My engineer has thrown a bridge across the Dnieper here. That's excellent. And I've thrown a bridge across the Dnieper here, or I guess a tributary of the Dnieper, which means I can get my motorized units across there now. Excellent. 6 out of 15 headquarters out of command. Now that's not too good. That's closing in on half of all my headquarters. 8 artillery units unavailable. Okay, 21 units low on ammo. Whoa. Again, that's because most of my units are in movement almost every turn. 2 units undisrupted or unbroken out of 3 checked. All right. Eight eight units have set up. Ooh, look at all these artillery units that have set up this turn. So I've got quite a bit of artillery fire missions available to me now. 2 units have recovered fatigue. That's good. And I have 8 improved positions. We're not going to take a look at that. All right, let's take a look, though, at the victory dialogue. Ashcloud has lost 4,077 men, 13 guns, 4 vehicles, 5 air losses. And look at the air point loss. When you lose aircraft, they are extremely valuable units. Look at that, 23 points in air losses. I've crossed 1,000 mark, so I've lost 1,015 men, 4 guns, 2 vehicles. I have a total victory points of 337, and I need 3,000 for a major victory. So need to continue book along. Okay, so let's just start cycling through my units. All right, I guess we'll start up here. Let's go ahead and move these guys down the road. Quick as a bunny, as they say. All right. Hmm. Oh, setup. He's still setting up. Well, I'm going to leave these units here in case there's a stray Russian unit, armored car, some kind of recon element that might come bopping along here. Just got to be careful. Can't be too reckless. Okay, over here. All right, I'm going to use low ammo. Disrupted, low ammo. Okay. I'm going to take these two units and I'm going to close assault him. I've got to get that blocking enemy unit out of the way. Oh, well, all right, he's down to 29 or less men. All right, so I'm going to volley fire with these units here. Okay. All right. All right, I'm going to close assault with my recon unit here. Hopefully this will take him out. What? Hmm, right. Oh, I can't move into that defending. Oh, jeez. Yeah, he's a motorized unit. He can't move into marsh. So, all right, let me go ahead and just direct fire. There we go. All right. Yay. Okay. Now over here, I'm going to go ahead and hopefully eliminate this unit as well. You see, I'm not close assaulting with my engineer unit because I want to use him to exploit forward if at all possible. So yeah, let me go ahead and close assault with that unit. So now I'm coming in against that defending unit from three sides. Let's see what happens. Woohoo! 96 men. Woof. All right, let's wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close assault with my engineer unit. He can't get by because of this blocking unit, so I'm going to go ahead and close assault into there. Hmm. Oh, he's down to 9 or less men. Let's see if I can't take him out here. There we go. Okay. All right, the road is open. Hmm, Let's so I'm going to take these units and they're going to scoot ahead in deployed mode because obviously here's, you're going to run into some um, blocking Russian units. Okay. Now let me see if I have, let me check my, okay, I've got one Stuka squadron available, so that's good to know. I'll file that away. And let me see what artillery I have available here. Hmm. Whew, got a lot of artillery available. Hmm. But none of it's right there. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right, he's low ammo, but I can still use him to flank around. So let's put him there. See, I'm forming a defensive line there. I'm going to take this unit, and he's going to flank around as well. Okay, let's move him there. All right, what else I got? And the reason I can't fire with these is because these artillery units are part of this parent organization, and I don't have any of these infantry units up here close. So that's why these artillery units can't come into play just yet. Okay, down here. All right, so he's let's see here. All right, let me see if I can bring some artillery units to bear down here. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pound on this stack for a little bit. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and close assault here. Low ammo, low ammo. Let's close assault there. But before I resolve the close assault, let me just attack, direct attack with the low ammo guy. Okay, let's go ahead and resolve this close assault. Whoa, 217 men destroyed and for an exchange of 10 men. I will take that exchange any day. Any day. Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay, so he's low ammo too. Let's go ahead and move him there. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave my anti-tank gun there because I want to guard against anything that might be coming up this road and have this unit here in case anything comes boiling up to the north from there. Okay, let's see what else we've got. All right. Over here. Well, somehow he's no longer isolated. That's real interesting. Okay, I'm going to continue to dig in with him, try to contain these units here. Um, going to move my motorcycle unit there. He has got to be isolated next turn. I don't understand where he's tracing a line of supply there at all. Okay, let's move this reconnaissance unit up here as well. Um, I'm moving the armored car here because I just, if he has any lone units back here, I don't want them to slip up through here. So I need to block their any kind of enemy advance up into here. Okay, now over here, let's get these infantry units up here as quickly as possible. All right, let me see what artillery units I've got. Okay, yeah, let's start pounding on here a little bit. All right, let me just start cycling through my artillery units here. Okay, I'm going to continue to harass these units here. Again, I just don't think Ashcloud is going to try any excursions across the Dnieper here, but he's got a lot of units there. I mean, look at all of them. So I can't get complacent there. I just have to be, all right, up here. Let me go ahead and pound away at these Soviet defenders that are in the southern suburbs of Smolensk. I've got to try to get some disruptions in here. So my monster is finally in play. And remember what I said, you always want to take, if you have artillery units that are digging in and they have a fire mission, always stop them from digging in because they're a lot more effective um, when they're not digging in. So use, there we go. All right, let's see where my, okay. Got to get this road open, so I'm going to keep pounding away here. All right. Let's go ahead and keep pounding away those units there. You know, with your artillery, what you're really striving for is disruptions. I mean, that's what you really want to do. Um, okay, let's. Oh, or complete destructions of the entire force. Wow, look at that. Okay. All right, over here. Hey, these guys are finally online for fire missions, so I'm going to start blasting away at the enemy unit that is not disrupted. Okay. Yep. All right, let's. Yeah, those. Okay. Now I have to remember I have a Stuka available too. So I have a Stuka squadron available. Okay, so back up here. He's going to dig in. Let's see now. Okay, that should isolate that Soviet motorized unit, infantry motorized unit, next turn. Okay, let's. I don't think these units are ever going to make it to the front, so I need them here. So they're going to assist with the reduction here. So I'm moving the headquarters up here so that all these units will be in command range. I'm putting this infantry unit here as a blocking force and flanking support. I don't want anything to come roaring west along this road here. And these units here will work to reduce this infantry motorized unit. And okay, these guys are all closing the gap. And I know he has an armored car lurking around here, but I've just got to keep moving on here. Okay, over here, I'm gonna move these artillery units towards Smolensk, so help in the reduction of that. Same thing with this one. All right, this artillery unit, he's going to break loose and move on with these others here. Same with this artillery unit. I'm going to move him on. It's, taking a slight gamble there, but again, other than that armored car that broke loose and is lurking around down here, I don't think Ashcloud has any other units in this area, so I think I have freedom of maneuver here. That's at least, at least that's my strategy. And these guys are going to make best time. Let's get this recon going. Let me get this engineer going too. Get him on up the road here. I'd rather have him up near Smolensk where he can do some good than just plodding along this road here. All right. Okay, down here, yeah, this artillery is going to break loose too. We got to roll here. And thankfully, I still have normal ground conditions, which is good. All right. Let's see over here. This unit's going to continue digging in. Again, I've just got to guard this road moving south. Same there. Okay, this Panzer unit is digging in, which is fine. He's sitting there dug in. I got to keep an eye on these two large stacks of Soviet armor and motorized infantry units. Okay, that's fine. And I'm just going to leave them there. Let them keep digging in. I'll have him dig in as well. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to leave that artillery unit that's unavailable because I'm going to need him to keep reducing this enemy pocket here. Hopefully that my German infantry unit can continue to block the rest of those Soviet units from moving out of that encircled area. Okay. Yep, just going to leave everybody there. And that artillery unit still setting up. Just going to leave him there. That Headquarters is going to stay there, so keep all these units in command radius. Just go. Let's see. He has range of 10. Okay, so I need to limber this guy up and move him forward. Okay. That's the nice thing about those 105 millimeter guns. You can limber them up and unlimber them in the same turn, and they can move and then unlimber on the same turn. That makes them very flexible. I'm going to leave him there. He may be able to provide some fire support next turn. Yeah, I'm going to leave that anti-tank gun there. He's going to dig in. Headquarters. Let's see. Let me see who he's, okay, he's got all those. He's got a command range of 17. I'm going to move him on, going to move him forward a little bit. Let's put him right there. Okay, everybody's fine there. Okay, now, let's see. Let's go ahead and move these guys back up here. Aha, I do have an engineer though. Let's move him on down here. Okay. Well, I guess I will just go ahead and attack an infantry unit. I'm surprised Ashcloud did not move his infantry unit further into the marsh. But maybe he's just keeping it there to harass me and tie down a valuable engineer unit. Could be. All right, I'm going to dig in with this anti-tank gun unit. Yep, he's fine there. Yep, fine. Yep, okay. Yep, that Panzer unit needs to keep digging in. He's fine. All right, this anti-tank gun's gonna dig in to give this headquarters a little more defensive bonus. All right, this engineer. Hmm. 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 Gonna move him up there. I've got a sneaky suspicion he might try something here. I have to have some, I have to bolster this defensive position. So, yeah. Okay. Motorcycle unit, he's going to remain there in Overwatch. Um, okay. Okay, over here. Yeah, we're just going to move this motorcycle unit down here. Okay. I know his infantry units disappeared south here. I just have to keep a watch on that road. All right, over here. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, first thing is, oh yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can go ahead and finish off this unit who is 9 or less men. Okay. And get him right there. Okay. Well, that was helpful. All right, let me go ahead and close assault against this encircled unit here. Oof. I lost 3 men, but he lost 70. Wow. All right, let's. Okay, he's down to 99 or less men. Okay, over here. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and volley fire on this unit. Okay. Aha. Can I run him? Can I run this armored car around? Oops. Nope. Sure can't. Okay. So I'm pushing these units here to encircle this Soviet infantry unit, which I have effectively done. Now, let's see if I can get this one around him. There we go. There we go. Bring him down there. Okay. Now I've pretty much effectively encircled him, unless he brings a unit up here so this one can escape, but looks like he's pretty much encircled there. Okay, let's see here. Let's move this infantry unit down here. Again, I'm going to try to encircle around this position, choke them off, and then continue south towards Smolensk. Okay, let's see what these Panzer 35s can do here. All right, I'm going to, let's see here. Let's move him down. Oops. Okay. Oh, ho, look at this. Okay, interesting. Okay. Mm. All right, I'm going to move these units to contact. Ooh, wow. That was a nice combat exchange there. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Going to go ahead and volley fire here. I'm just trying to. Oh, yes. I want to see if I can break a hole through or multiple holes through this defensive line and just start pouring through it like water through a sieve. Okay, now let's see. We've got. Okay. There we go. Okay, I've encircled this unit here. So I should be able to reduce him next turn. Let's move this anti-tank gun down there. Okay. Low ammo. Well, I have a whole bunch of low ammo units, don't I? At least 21 at the start of this turn. Okay. Yeah, I'm using my motorcycle. I'm going to close assault this unit as well. Got to try to reduce him. Yeah, okay. Hopefully next turn I can take care of that. Okay, let me see what this unit can see because in these units I'm going to bring my headquarters unit down. Yeah, let's put him right there. Now, the question is, do I need to move my, yeah, let's see here. I'm going to move my artillery and deploy. Let's go ahead and put one there. Let's put another one here with my headquarters unit and deploy him. And big boy here, let's see. Yeah, let's take him and put him right there. Move this headquarters down. And let's see, these are my bridging units. So let's go ahead and let's see here. Yeah. Let's go ahead and motor these guys down the road. Let's just put them right there. And bring this monster down here too. And the rest of my units that go with these parent unit down here, let's get them on down the road to join. Okay, anybody else? Oh, did I, let's see. I didn't bring in all my, did not bring in all my reinforcements here. Whoa, look at these guys. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, let's move these on down the road here. Oops. Well, that wasn't a good move there. You don't want to move everybody stacked in travel mode. That was just carelessness on my part there. All right, let's get back up here. Aha. Now, now that my armor and motorized units can scoot across this tributary of the Dnieper, we can get in. Let's see if we can get around him. Okay, we'll put him there. Okay, wow. I don't know. I think Ashcloud's starting to get a little careless with some of his unit placements. I just okay. Let's go ahead. Just trying to get all my armor across. Uh, hmm. Let's see here. Oh my! Look what I found. Wow. Okay, he's in a village at 20, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and let's bring that Stuka squadron in for some Stuka love here. Let's see what happens. Oh, really? Air mission intercepted by enemy air units? Oh my lord. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. Okie dokie. I guess there's still some remnants of the Soviet Air Force around. Okay. Now, let's see up here. I'm going to leave that anti-tank gun there just in case Ashcloud has some units lurking around back here. Ah, flamethrower tank. Let's get him on down the road here. Okay. Okay, let me start cycling through my units again. Okay, he's fine there. Yep, they're good. Okay, down here in Smolensk, let's see what's happening here. Low, there's that low ammo again. Well, you know what? We're going to attack with all this low ammo, and I'm going to attack this undisrupted unit here. Okay. And oh my gosh, look at this. All these guys, low ammo. Wow. Okay. I've got to. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. I got to get this headquarters 47th Panzer Corps. I've got to get these guys up the road here to help support my units in Smolensk. So let's get him going. And let's see. 18th Panzer is down. Okay. So, yeah. It was probably a mistake to have left him down here in this town for as long as I did. But anyway, going to get him up towards Smolensk. So these units will be in the command radius, and they won't be low supply, low ammo anymore. All right, well, all these low ammo guys, I'm just going to volley fire on the unit that's undisrupted. Hmm. Okay. Look at all this low ammo. Wow, wow, wow. There we go. Hmm. Please, no low ammo. Wow, there's one. Well, let's go ahead and volley fire on him. Just keep doing that. Wow. All right, well, hopefully I could rectify that low ammo um, next turn. Wow, look, the 49th Motorized Headquarters is out of command too. All right, 88's there, that's fine. Anti-tank gun, that's fine. He's blocking. Um, Still digging in there, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to dig in with my motorcycle unit there. Tank destroyer is fine. That's fine. Yep, yep. Okay. Okay, over here. All right, we're gonna blast the undisrupted unit right here. Okay. Woo! Yes. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, these two units are going to go into travel mode, and they are going to close assault across the bridge. Woohoo, here we go. This is a big battle here. Oh, oof. Whoa, I lost 49 men. He lost 16, but Okay, I was able to clear those Soviet defenders out of the way. I mean, that was not a good exchange, but it put me in a very good tactical slash strategic position. Now that I have forced that bridge crossing and I have units on the north side of the Dnieper here, um, I should be able to keep this route open and I can move my other units around and over the bridge as well. Okay, you're going to dig in. Wow. All right. Let's move my armor unit there. Let's get this. Yeah, we're going to bring them all up around here. So next turn, I should be able to move these units across the bridge as well. In one way or the other, I will move these units out of the way, and I'll continue my northern advance there. All right. Yep, he's staying there. Yep, he's going to stay there. He's going to dig in. It's always good with your engineer units, once you've thrown a bridge up, go ahead and fortify that position too, because you don't know if he's going to attack you with aircraft or some other units might come into play and try to take that river bridgehead away. So you want to fortify it as best you can with your engineer unit. Okay. Oh, yes, my little armored car who is causing all sorts of mischief over here. Let's see. Let's continue along this way, see what we can find over here. Hmm. Well, doesn't seem like Ashcloud has many units over here. So this little armored car is going to come around here next turn and see if I can block some of these units here and encircle and isolate them. So that could be pretty devastating for Ashcloud, I think, next turn. All right, well, that armored car is going to stay there. Early warning, bump in the road. Again. I think I'm tying down a whole bunch of his motorized and armor units over here. I haven't seen evidence of them yet. So we'll see what happens. Okay, all units have been considered. Let's go up to information and take a look at the victory condition. Okay, Ashcloud has lost 5,120 men, 14 guns, 4 vehicles, and 5 air losses. I've lost 1,191 men, 4 guns, 3 vehicles, and I now have total points of 419, and I need 3,000 for a minor victory. Okay. Well, I will end this video recording now. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and comment. Talk with you soon.